A Russian proverb says, when you meet a man, you judge him by his clothes. When you leave, you judge him by his heart. I mentioned that you are either done or gone in 20 seconds. I was generous with that time frame actually. Studies show that in as little as 7 seconds, people make a judgment based on their first impression of you. So, what are some benefits of dressing for success? Hello and welcome to Manners on the Go. I trust it's been a beautiful week for you. I hope you're minding your manners as well. It's been a pleasant journey on Manners on the Go, and I say thank you for riding with me. If you've been following for some time, you're welcome again. And if it's your first time today, accept my undiluted love. I can assure you that you've come to the right place and it's good use of your time. By now, we have underscored the importance of dressing well on Manners on the Go. We have established that dressing well is a form of good manners. If you haven't come across that video yet, I'll be glad to drop the link in the comment section. We're all familiar with the old proverb, don't judge a book by its cover. However, while we aspire to hold ourselves back from making snap judgments when meeting new people, we should not assume others will show us the same courtesy. Remember, I mentioned that you are either done or gone in 20 seconds. I was generous with that time frame actually. Studies show that in as little as 7 seconds, people make a judgment based on their first impression of you. In fact, newer research shows that the time frame may be shrinking along with our attention spans to a mere 5 seconds. Wow. You see, the idea of dressing for success is not new, and some could argue it is outdated in today's more casual business world. While some of the dressing standards may be obsolete, one thing is certain. How others perceive us and how we perceive ourselves does have an impact on our success. Your appearance and presence are an outward symbol of how you feel about yourself. You see, it's naive to think that only your skill, intelligence, and hard work is what matters in your career development. When it matters, the question of whether you can be professionally presented to clients or considered for a leadership position may come down to your appearance and presentation. Today, we will look at the benefits of dressing for success and some tips on dressing for success. Over the next couple of episodes, we will take a deep dive into professional dressing standards for men and women. Please hang in there with me. So, what are some benefits of dressing for success? Number one, it makes you believe in yourself. While image may not be everything when people assess your character and demeanor, it can certainly help with the power of affirmation through your style choices. Your dressing has the ability to increase your confidence and empower you. Putting on that suit may not solve all your problems, but it can make you feel like you can conquer them. Studies show that people who dress better have more confidence, feel more powerful, and are more focused on details. Number two, it gives the I'm ready for business vibe. Check out the days that you feel very good about your dressing. You will certainly feel like you've commanded the day. Somehow, productivity flows on such days. I remember someone once said to me that Facebook's Mark Zuckerberg was an exception to everything I had to say about dressing for success. I smiled. Although Mark Zuckerberg is famous for sporting his plain grey t-shirt, he understood the power of dressing well. During an important year for Facebook, Zuckerberg made a commitment to wear a tie every day for the entire year. He explained, "My tie was a symbol of how serious and important a year this was, and I wore it every day to show this." He also would never appear in some important places or events in his plain grey t-shirts. Number three, it attracts the right kind of people. Indeed, in your career journey, you must be able to make an impression on the right people. You also would want to surround yourself with people with goals and ambitions to keep you inspired. A great way to recognize such people is through their appearance. When you start to convey that sense of authority and confidence through your dressing, you'll find yourself in good company with people that you meet along the way in your journey towards excellence. Wait, someone may be thinking right now that you have to be super rich to dress well. The answer is no. I trust I'll be able to convince you in subsequent videos. Number four, it reflects self-respect and a good character. Dressing well and staying well groomed conveys more than just power, authority, and confidence. It shows that you have self-respect. The way you decide to present yourself to the world is how they respond to you. Stand out of the crowd by paying an extra attention to the way you present yourself to the world. Look your best at every given opportunity. It gives the message that you respect yourself enough to do so. Number 5, you leave a great impression. A Russian proverb says, when you meet a man, you judge him by his clothes. When you leave, you judge him by his heart. In this fast-paced world, there will be several people you will meet where their first impression of you are all they'll remember you by. When you dress in a way that makes you appear you're on top of your game, chances are that you will not be left behind. Summarily, let's look at a few tips on how to dress for success. Number 1, take a look at yourself in a new and fresh way. Look in the mirror and admire God's wonderful creation that you are. Number 2, just as you are, appreciate yourself. Say to yourself, anyone taller than me is a giant, and anyone shorter than me is perhaps a tad short. And while I'm working hard to get my bikini body, I'll love the way I am at the moment. Number 3, learn to dress yourself the way you are. Don't wait until you have the perfect figure. That dream may never come true. Number 4, know that dressing well is more than just clothing. It's an essential part of your comportment and demeanor. Number 5, keep it simple. Accessories should be just that extra. In professional dressing standards, less is more. We'll talk more about this in subsequent episodes. Finally, your dressing should communicate credibility, trust, ability, and grace. Dear friends, I hope by now I've been able to convince you beyond any doubt that dressing well and appropriately is super important. Next week, we'll talk about dressing standards. Please look forward to it. Do remember to keep the conversation going in the comment section. Like this video and share with your friends too. And if you are yet to do so, please subscribe to this channel so that you'll be the first to know when something new drops. Thank you and goodbye.